Earlier this week, I was asleep and somehow pocket-dialed BBC call-in and was only saved by Andrew's voice telling me to leave a message at the beep. If I hadn't caught that, y'all would have had 30 minutes of me snoring and farting. Anyway, go Jenny.
Go Danny. I don't know. You could snore and fart at the same time. I guess it's possible.
I just got a new puppy, and he does it. Cookie snores and farts. Same
She
time.
does it, isn't it?
She does it, yeah. Sorry. My bitch does it.
Oh.
Jesus. If anybody
Good
could only like
Lord.
you a little bit less, I don't know what it is.
Weird.
I mean, you look it up.
Weird.
Webster.
Ay, ay, ay.
You got this clown who wins a race, and he puts on a big f***ing hat. That is the stupidest f***ing thing that has ever been happening in this sport. God, thanks for choking Bubba and Freddie for making us watch that.
Freddie, I have bad news for you.
You're welcome.
I won a race at Texas with Elliott in 2003, I believe. And by the time I got to Victory Lane, all the cowboy hats were gone. I never got one.
So
Will got one though,
Will
mind
you
you. Will the bus driver, he
Will?
got a hat, but I never got a
Were
hat.
you counting on me to bring
He
you
definitely
one
had more to
over?
do with that win than you.
I never got a hat.
He's probably driving down the front stretch.
Because he was already on pit road when they ended the race. That's why.
Yeah, that sucked. I like Byron's hat. I mean, I don't know. Why not do something
You
different?
know who looks good in a cowboy hat? Coach Prime.
Coach Prime.
He just
I was
looks
getting ready
like
to say nobody.
he looks like a bad motherfucker in a cowboy hat.
He got humbled the other day, huh?
Yeah, you think?
Man, if Brett could actually frickin' do his job, Bubba might have won a race.
You say you?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Brett, you suck.
Brett, you are terrible at your job.
I know, I do.
Jeez, Brett.
What's wrong with you?
I
Hang on, let me make a note for one idiot.
I've given enough races away to feel like I agree with this guy, but I did not partake in giving that one away. I was pulling for my friends Freddie and Bubba, and then I cringed when I saw him do that move, and then he lost.
I think the thing I remember you giving away, Brett, was the one time at Daytona when, was it Daytona where Clint was leading? It was a duel or something. We just drove around the bottom like you weren't. And
You had an extra plate. You had
No.
to cheat it up plate.
It was
the way
like,
Is that Dale
okay,
days?
here
Dale
it comes.
days?
No, this was with Joey. So, I mean, we didn't, if anything, we had smaller plate. But
I don't remember that one, but I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah,
There's a lot
yeah.
of things I don't remember.
we drove right around you on the bottom, and then it was like,
You
surprise.
You should have blocked the bottom.
It easily could have. Easily could have.
Yeah, we definitely should have blocked
Block
the
the
bottom
bottom.
when nobody's coming.
Should have blocked the bottom.
I got to send you a video.
Yeah, you'll laugh.
Is it bad?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the worst one ever.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Hey, Brett, you got to let your buddy Andrew know that one of the things professional triathletes do is they actually take erectile dysfunction pills before the race to kind of get that blood flow, that circulation going. So, that might be a performance-enhancing thing that he could do. So, Andrew, there you go, man. You're welcome.
Andrew, they don't test for that either.
No,
Like,
I don't
if you're
think
walking
they test
around
for
looking
that.
like you're really excited to be there,
Brett.
they would just think you're really
Yeah.
excited to
There's
be
a
there.
reason they don't test for it, because you can see it.
They don't have to test
no
for it.
need for the test.
No need for the test.
Who's the guy with the red face and pitched a 10 over there? Oh, he's our triathlete guy.
Isn't Andrew's dad here today? I feel so sorry.
So
And
all
he
the-
doesn't get the context.
you can
So
see all the
sorry.
triathlete fans, they all stand over there and together. And
Can't stand close to each other.
Listen to Eric Church. What song are you
Oh,
going to
man.
listen to while you're running with this situation?
You can't listen to any music during the race.
No.
oh.
No.
What, are you going to be
What do
playing
you-
something in your head?
Yeah,
what do you
probably some
tell
songs
yourself
my
in your head when it's getting rough?
I don't know. It's a
I hope this
long
thing goes
5
down soon.
hours.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have any mental things stored, like,
I don't
come
know.
on, you can get
5
through this.
hours.
You probably coach yourself through it. Like, all right,
Oh, that's
feeling
what I'm
pretty
saying.
good
What
right
do you
now.
say to yourself?
Yeah, it's more just like, at least for the half marathon part, it's like you're counting up and then counting down. So it's like you're counting up to halfway, and then you're like counting down from halfway.
It's going to be a lot harder than you thought it was going to be. I'm just warning you.
Yeah.
I can't even sleep for 5 hours.
I know. Yeah.
We could drink for 5 hours in a bar.
Wait,
Allegedly.
are we ever around when you're doing any of these? I mean, can we go and sit on the side and cheer you on? Because I'll go and drink and watch you do this if we can. I will drink to that.
They're mostly on the weekends. which is the only
Charlotte-
problem.
Charlotte
You're going to
race
need a
weekend?
moped, a
I don't know.
hovercraft, and a one-wheel.
Charlotte race
I mean, I'm not
weekend.
following around. Hey, is there like a GPS thing? Can we get your tag number
Actually,
and follow
you can track me.
Oh,
Let
that's
me
what-
ask
for my
you this.
Ironman.
If you ran by the drink station and saw me and Brett with cups extended, would you take
No.
them?
We need it. We actually need this to be like the Hunger Games, where we can talk to Andrew
And actually,
during the
there
race.
was a DBC fan for my first race here in North Carolina who was at one of the aid stations, and I saw he had a spot on hat,
So
Yeah.
Doug
and I knew I could trust him.
I'm not drinking.
Doug
anything.
Campbell ran
John.
like a half marathon down in Charlotte one day, and Priest and them guys went down there and they were like on the sidelines, so they were like, "Hey, we got you a water," and they ran out and like handed it to him. I was running, and he downed it, and it was a Modelo, right in the middle of a half marathon.
Did I tell you what happened at Bristol? I was walking inside, and you know how the fans are all lined up on the track there.
Yeah,
They got
yeah.
and I'm walking in, and there was a lot of DBC fans in Bristol, by
There
the way.
was.
And I'm walking inside. Priest is over there signing autographs, and somebody goes, "Hey, DJ, you're all Freddie sucks." And I saw Priest turn on grins because I knew it was
I'm
funny.
sure Ryan got a kick out of that.
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
It was funny because he was just totally just signing autographs, and he heard Freddie sucks, and he just started grinning. He looked back a little bit, and just kept going. It was funny.
Ty Gibbs, you stupid son of a bitch. You know how to drive on the damn pit road? Take your dumb ass back to Xfinity where the kids drive. You're in the Cup Series, dumbass. This is where the drivers drive, dipshit.
Jesus. I guess
Tell us how you really
he gets
feel.
Ty.
Big.
Yeah,
I don't even know what to say about that.
Yeah, big Ty Gibbs fan.
yeah. I would like to have heard what Hirsch had to say to Josh because that would have been interesting.
It's never Hirsch's fault. We do know that.
Yeah, it's usually not my fault either. So
We also know that.
Yep.
I'll argue till I'm right.
Figured out why I don't like Bubba. It's because he's just like my nagging ass wife. He plays a sympathy card after every race in the interview because he chokes. Just like my wife. Always saying, I think I look fat. I feel fat. Do I look fat? Just so I will say, no, sweetheart, you look fine. You're not fat. That's what Bubba does. He wants people to say, you're not that bad, Bubba. You're actually a good race car driver. Pisses me off. Full transparency, she is fat. And he does suck at racing. I mean, if my wife wins 2 races, she ties him.
But unfortunately, your wife's not going to win 2 races, dumbass. So,
What?
so
Didn't
listen,
expect that call.
His poor wife.
Listen, there's a lot of times like Bubba gets out and I cringe at maybe some of the things that he says. I thought he handled yesterday's interview really well. He got out and said he choked. He did he messed up. I don't know that choke is the right word, but I don't know. He maybe it is. He made a bad decision into turn 3. I don't know that he played a sympathy card. I didn't look at all the interviews. But yeah, you could say a lot of things about Bubba if you want, but that he sucks is not one of them, in my opinion.
And if you think about it, would you rather him get out of the car and be like, "I'm the greatest of all time"? Like
Restart,
every
King.
time. Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. But like,
Just ask him.
wouldn't you rather somebody be hard on himself and more humble than somebody who's overconfident?
In today's world, I don't care what he says as long as he's telling how he feels, because we have way
Right.
too many of these guys that get out and either lie to us or sugarcoat it or don't address the question. So like him or not, at least he gives us some authenticity, because holy cow, are we missing that. And when you look back at when this sport was on the rise and we were doing all the things well, the drivers were not pansies in interviews like they are now.
I do agree
That's
with
it.
that. I think it's good for the sport. I might not agree with what he says all the time, but you're listening.
And he's
So.
providing also a perspective that not many industry members provide. I mean, he's providing his true feelings, all of the stress that comes into being a driver day in and day out.
Yeah, a lot of these guys you don't hear anything from. And Bubba, he tells you
How many
everything.
times have we been lied to this year in interviews?
Yeah.
Post-race.
Listen to me. Like
Ryan Priest, you just mentioned his name. He lied to us.
Yeah, Chase a couple weeks ago, like whatever. But like, I wish if anybody had any reason to never speak in public, it's Bubba, because what happens is anytime he says anything or does anything,
they
it's
just choose the other
just,
side,
It's just
no matter what. Yeah.
torn apart. Like I always laugh at people. Why are you talking about Bubba? You talk about Bubba because no matter what you could say, Bubba said the sky's blue today. It's going to get a gazillion likes and clicks and whatnot, and then it's going to be he's an idiot. The sky's red. I don't know what the hell this guy's problem is. So if there's anybody that had a reason to not talk, it's probably him. But he consistently goes out there and puts himself out there, sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. But he's not afraid to do that and show you his emotion and tell you what he's thinking. And I appreciate that about him.
I wish more drivers were like that.
And again, if you want to say he sucks, then that's fine by you. But you're an idiot.